Welcome to TiK, the Immortal Kings. In this video, we're going to talk about how to manage an alliance. I am Shinchi42 and this is my alliance. So I have 116 members and 222 territories. How do I manage? Okay, so first things first, when I wake up, get into the game, the first thing that I really do is check my mail, open my mail, read my personal mails. If I have anything that is concerning, I respond to them right away. So I also go to the chat. So being a leader, you usually get a lot of messages and I try to address them as fast as I can so that I can move on to the other tasks that I have. Being a leader is not easy. Every single problem that happens in your alliance goes through you. The thing here is that if a member here has become a rogue or had violated any kingdom rule, the leader is the one who's getting the messages, so it's difficult to be a leader. The responsibility is high and the reward can sometimes be low. But for me, what the reward is that having these guys enjoy the game. That's what matters to me the most. You guys can see I have a lot of members as they are in here in the zone 3. So we have been fortunate enough to be successful in this kingdom thanks to our allies. So how do I manage my members here in TiK? You can actually ask some of my members, but I am super chill. I really try not to get involved in every little thing, every little small detail, but I get involved when there is a big issues. So if somebody gets attacked, that's when I step in. Now, I have my officers here and I rely a lot on them. So I rely on them building the flags, doing the research. So if you go to your alliance, you would have this technology, and then we research technologies here. So I sometimes will guide my officers when I need to. I would tell them, hey, we need to now focus on war so that we can benefit when we get into the alliance battlegrounds. Now, that's something that we have implemented, and that's first-hand experience. And sometimes we have an officer also that is in charge of the building of flags. Actually, it would be Omni in this alliance. He is in charge of building the flags. That's why he has this counselor. As you guys can see, territory management, resource allocation, event planning, it's all. So we have been building flags, and sometimes I build my own flags, but sometimes other officers are able to build flags also. So I don't really put a lot of restriction in this alliance. I want them to have the freedom to enjoy the game. I don't want to be that leader that is a dictator. And because what happens there is that your members are going to play with you, they are going to stay with you, and they're gonna just farm for, farm in the game. But when the war starts, if you don't really have their true loyalty, they are not going to be really going to help you out in the game. So managing an alliance is also, you have to manage other alliances. Now, what does this mean? This means that I have to communicate with other alliance leaders, or my envoy has to communicate with the other alliance envoy so that we can create some bridge of rules. Now, in here lately, that's just a very good example is that, as you guys can see, exclamation cat can no longer be allowed to farm. We're giving them 24 hours to adjust. So what have happened here is that our member got attacked while farming in their land. So we had an agreement earlier that we will be sharing farms, and I think we also attacked their farmers. So there was some retaliation back and forth there. So what we decided then, me and the envoy, we've worked it out, and we decided that cats will no longer be farming in our land, and we will no longer be farming into their land. So managing your alliance like that, creating some rules so that there would be a structure and the members will be following it. That is one of the things that we do here as your leader or an officer. So some of the things you guys won't even see, we just implement them. We try to be create the best situation at the best judgment that we can for the benefit of the whole alliance. Now, you guys may also wonder why we let them farm in our land. We let them farm in our land because they are our allies, and we just want them to grow as well, because they had a little bitty smaller land here So we said, hey, you know what? We can share farming. It's fine. It's not a big deal. We have a lot of land and we can manage. But if we're getting attacked and they're getting attacked, it is not going to be benefiting us. That's why we created that rule. So another thing that we do here in TiK is we created the leaders chat. So as you guys can see here, TiK leaders, and we discuss things here that are very important. But currently I spammed everything just to make sure that I am not showing anything that is confidential. So I am spamming the TiK leaders chat. Another thing that we do here is also you can send a message directly to your alliance leaders. So if I need to communicate just to the rank 4 officers, I can go to message here to the mail. If you click that and then click new mail, you can click the plus sign and you can contact your alliance members through their status. So if I only want to talk to the officers, I can click this checkbox and talk to all my officers. And then if I want to talk to all the R3, if I only want to address the R3 members, you can also do this. And then R2, and then R1. All right. So the structure that we have here is very relaxed. We just promoted everyone that are very active into rank 3, and then the rank 2 here, not officers, but rank 2 here are the one that are slightly new to the alliance, and then they can move their way up to being a rank 3. And then the rank 1 are the ones that are, slightly weaker, and that we are still developing them. Now, just to let you guys know, there are pretty much nothing that differentiates the rank 1, 2, and 3. The only difference here, as you can see, rank 1 cannot send an alliance mail, but rank 2 officers and rank 3 officers have the same privileges. The only thing that really differs is the rank 4 officers, or the rank 4 or the officers really has a lot of privileges here. Now, being a leader, I also have a lot more privileges. I can, if I choose to disband an alliance, I can choose to disband. As you can see, I will click this disband and I will have to type here, delete, and then I can disband. So I think I'm gonna be doing it in this video. I think we're just gonna disband the whole alliance because I've had it. There's so much kingdom drama, and it's just frustrating, right? It's so frustrating to be a leader, and I don't want to deal with it. So we're gonna go ahead and type delete. So what's gonna happen? Ah, there it is. All right. So I am not going to do that because I don't want to disband my alliance. Being a leader also, I am also the one that's really in charge of territory management. Like if I need to delete a flag, I would have to click the flag and then click view. And then you see that shovel, I would have to click that shovel. If I want to demolish this flag, I would have to click yes and no if I don't want to. So that's one of the roles of a leader. So you can check it out here. When you click this eye icon, you would see all the rank privileges. And when you scroll all the way down, you can see that demolishing alliance building is right here. Now, I may be blocking it, but if you go check it in your game, you can actually see that leaders are the only one that can demolish alliance buildings. So this is pretty much it. But I want to let you guys know some of the keywords here. You guys would come across this word called NAP. Now, when I first started this game, I didn't know jack shit. I didn't know what NAP means, and I have to look around and ask, what does this mean? And I look stupid doing this. So I'm going to tell you guys what it means. What NAP means is non-aggression pact, meaning you're not technically allies, but you're not going to be harming each other. Currently, I don't think I have any more NAP agreements here in this Kingdom 41. But when I have an NAP agreement, let's say this territory, let's zoom out right now. Let's say TiK Z, we had an NAP agreement. So let's say they get into a war. They don't necessarily need us to help them because we're not allies, but we can also, we're not going to attack them because of this agreement. So if they get attacked by another alliances, we're not required to help them, and we're not gonna attack them because we have an NAP agreement. But you can always drop that NAP agreement also. It's not as strong as having an agreement as an allies. So that's something that you guys probably should know when you are starting out a new alliance. NAP agreement doesn't mean you're allies. So there we go, guys. If you are a leader, make sure you guys fill out your alliance descriptions like how I did here. You guys can have your own template. Everyone is very unique on how they are approaching this alliance description. So make sure to be creative as you can. Attract the members when they join, when they look at your alliance page. They are going to look at your description right away. Make sure it is attractive so that they will join your alliance and they would have a clue if this alliance is organized or not just by having that alliance description. So I want to say, guys, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you guys have learned something new here. But if you guys have any other suggestions, maybe the leaders here that are watching have a different approach, do let me know in the comment section below, because I want to know if there are some things that I am missing, because I am always here to learn from you guys as well.